With increasing pace and activity, individual states in the USA are reasserting their right to make gold and silver legal tender for payments of tax and debts. At present, 12 US states accept gold and silver coins as legal tender, and more are seeking to clear the way for the precious metals to be returned to their rightful place as money. Between the 1933 departure from the gold standard to a gold exchange standard and the untethering of the dollar completely from gold in 1971, it was illegal for citizens in the US to hold any significant amount of gold or use it as money in commercial activity. Instead, Federal Reserve notes, backed only by the full faith of the US government, were the only option. All of those moves by the federal government were unconstitutional. Under Article 1, Section 10, Clause 1 of the US Constitution, quote, "No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a legal tender in payment of debts." End quote. The first state to re-evaluate precious metals in the modern era was Utah, which moved to constitutionally recognize gold and silver as legal tender under the Utah Legal Tender Act, passed on the 10th of March 2011. The state of Utah, quote, recognizes gold and silver coins that are issued by the federal government as legal tender in the state and exempts the exchange of the coins from certain types of tax state liability, end quote. In 2014, Oklahoma Senate Bill 862 was passed. Quote, "Gold and silver coins issued by the United States government are legal tender in the state of Oklahoma. No person may compel another person to tender or accept gold or silver coins that are issued by the United States government except as agreed upon by contract." End quote. In 2018, Wyoming House Bill 103 was passed, whereupon the state recognizes as legal tender, quote, "coin having gold or silver content, or refined gold or silver bullion which is coined, stamped or imprinted with its weight and purity and valued primarily based on its metal content and not its form." End quote. Rules related to gold and silver in the United States vary significantly, with many states imposing sales tax on gold and silver. Link provided below to a full list. Some of the more notable oddities are California, which has a 7.5% rate on transactions below $1,500. Illinois charges 6.25% for South African Krugerrands only, all other bullion is exempt, and Ohio, basic sales tax of 5.75% applies to silver and gold bezels. High purity bullion is exempt. At first, change is slow, but gold and silver, as natural money, continue to make their long march back to their rightful place as money du jour. Australia is a little farther back in some senses, but we can feel lucky we don't need to navigate a patchwork of different states' rules and taxes, and that all pure bullion, regardless of if it's an ingot, a legal tender coin, or round, is GST exempt. Might Australia recognise gold and silver one day again as legal tender? Post a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe and balance your wealth at ainsleyBullion.com.au.